got some starches here. I just want to show you guys how easy this is. I got 2 butternut squash. These were locally grown. Picked them up super cheap. I think it was 2 pounds for $1. And I just threw some russet potatoes and a red potato on this baking tray. I'm going to toss these in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. That's it. I'm going to just slide them in the oven and then eat them. That's all there is to it. Well, I started eating it and I didn't even film anything to show y'all. The butternut squash took about an hour and 15 minutes at 375 degrees. The potatoes only took about 50 minutes. But I did just cut the oven off at the end of that time and leave it in there. So it did get a little bit more time just to finish cooking. And it's ready to go. This is one that I haven't cut into yet. It's soft, squishy, especially at the bottom. The top is still a little firm, but it doesn't need anything. You don't want to eat that little butt piece on the bottom right there. Yeah, you don't want to eat that because that's really firm, so you want to cut that off. You also want to cut off that tip of the stem. You can't eat that. It'll break your teeth. I did eat a little bit of the seeds, but they were just kind of mushy, and so I didn't really do anything special with them. But as you can see, I didn't put anything on this. It's just whole starch. Just a whole butternut squash. This is delicious, low-fat food, incredibly rich in vitamin A. You wouldn't believe it. Look it up online. Alright, that's all. I'm going to sit down and eat now. Oh, yeah. And I got purple cabbage and a couple mushrooms in there. That's what we do. Whole starch, low-fat, very filling, very low in fat, very not calorically dense. This is like 1 calorie per gram. So you can eat as much as you want, and you'll be healthy. Alright. If you're looking to carb up this fall or winter, do not overlook butternut squash as a fuel source because it's delicious, and I think I overestimated the caloric density of it. What did I say, 1 calorie per gram? It's actually about half that. It's about 0.5 calories per gram. This is a food that is incredibly satisfying as a starch, and it isn't going to make you feel lethargic or sluggish after you eat it. I'm full, man. I just ate both of those butternut squash and all that cabbage, and I feel full, but I'm not tired. I don't need to sit down. Matter of fact, I'm about to go to the gym and lift weights and then get on the bike because I have energy now, and I'm not weighed down by a bunch of bacon and butter and sour cream or whatever else they're putting on starches when you go into restaurants and what you're probably using in your own kitchen these days anyways. It's not the starch that makes you fat. It's what you put on it. This stuff is rich in potassium, fiber, vitamin A. You can't go wrong, man. The only way you can go wrong is when you start pouring olive oil on it and butter. The caloric density is on a different order of magnitude. Do you think I'm making this up? Google is my friend. Butter, more than 7 calories per gram, period. What about extra virgin olive oil? I always see Rachel Ray using that, so it's got to be healthy, right? Oh, 9 calories per gram, 8.8 calories per gram, 100% fat. Total fat per 100 grams is 100 grams. Back to butternut squash. I recommend you pick some up this fall or winter while it's still in season. As part of a whole food plant-based diet or a high-carb vegan diet, you're sure to have plenty of energy and be satisfied. Nothing's more satisfying than starch. Think about potatoes, and it won't slow you down and make you feel lethargic as long as you skip the butter and olive oil and bacon and sour cream.